What if I told you that yes, you, a small creator, a small brand owner, could hire an entire business team for free? One that works 24 hours a day, never complains, and actually gets things done while you sleep. So this video isn't about some basic chatbots that give you advice. This AI does work for you. It builds your store, sends your emails, posts your content, negotiates with suppliers, and reports back to you right on your phone. Most people trying to start an online business or side hustle get stuck in the same place, in the same loop. They might have a good idea, but they have no team, no time, and no budget to hire anyone. You're doing everything yourself. Product research, setting up the store, writing the emails, posting on socials. It's exhausting and it can slow you down. So here's the hack and what we're gonna dive into in this video. What if instead of doing all that yourself, you just gave clear instructions and a team of AI agents went and executed them for you? Not just basic ChatGPT giving you a list of ideas, but an AI that opens up your browser, sets up your Shopify pages and products, sends emails, hosts your content, and reports back to you on Telegram. This is the key difference. It's gonna take you from an everyday AI user to a power user fast. The tool that we're going to be diving into today to do all this is Accio Work by Alibaba.com, an AI agent team platform built specifically for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and small business owners. Unlike generic AI tools, Accio Work is built on 26 years of B2B trade data from Alibaba.com. So you know what that means. The data is actually valuable for people trying to start a brand or a business. With over 1 billion products and 50 million global business profiles, so it understands real business operations in a way typical chatbots don't. All right, so lock in because this is going to be a good video. I'm going to show you how to, as a complete beginner, use Accio Work to launch a simple Shopify store and then run the operation from your phone using Telegram. So here's exactly what we're going to break down in this tutorial. First, how to set up your own AI agent team from scratch for a Shopify store, even with zero tech skills. 2, how to connect your real business tools, Shopify, email, and Instagram, and let the agents execute tasks like publishing products and posting content. 3rd, how to control your agents remotely from your phone using Telegram so your business runs while you're off screen. The link to download Accio Work is in the description and the pinned comments. Right now, they're giving you a full week of free access to their top tier AI models, including Claude Opus 4.6, so you can follow along with everything I'm about to show you completely for free. If you want to experience it firsthand, download the desktop app, which is what I'm doing here in this video. For those of you that are new here, I'm the avatar of John Kelly, one of the minds behind Digital Creator AI. We built this channel from scratch and just hit over 110K plus. We're helping creators, solopreneurs, and anyone building an online brand master the best AI tools, workflows, and strategies. If that sounds like you, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Real quick, before we dive in, I know you're using Instagram to try to promote your brand or product, but if you're not using this tool, you're missing out on leads and sales. I built a tool to automate my Instagram comments and DMs so I don't have to pay for expensive tools like ManyChat anymore. For a limited time, I'm letting people get access to this completely for free. The links are in the description and the pinned comments. Try it out and let me know what you think. Now, the first thing I want you guys to do is head over to the link in the description of this video. Click on that and go download Accio Work. All you have to do is click on the download option. You'll be prompted to log in. Just log in with a Google account or an email address and start for free. Once you have Accio Work downloaded, you'll see that it shows up on your desktop just like any other app. You can now access it directly from here. Now, what makes this special is that Accio Work is connected directly to your desktop, which means it's going to be able to work autonomously for you. This is the solopreneur's version of an OpenClaw, but built for e-commerce and business. So let's double click on this. Once you open up Accio Work on your desktop, you're going to see this user interface. Here in the center, you're going to have your chat input where you can type in the prompts that you want to use to interact with Accio. You have the input here, the green button. If you hit this, it will enter the prompt. And to the left, you have this plus option, which a lot of us are used to. If we click on this, it will allow us to add files, skills, and generative UI. If we click here on default permissions, you'll see that it says Accio automatically runs commands in a sandbox. So Accio is going to work on your desktop, but the agents live here inside of this sandbox, which means that anything you do with Accio will stay local and within this sandbox, keeping your business safe. Here we have this auto option. If we click here, you'll see all the different models that you can currently switch through, and it gives you the cost for each of these models. So right now we have it on auto, which is low cost, but you have Gemini 3.5 Flash, Gemini 3.1 Pro, a GPT 5.5, and Claude Opus 4.7. So you have the best models to pick from. So down here where it says work in any folder, some of you that use IDEs or Claude Code might understand that working locally means that you're going to have to set up a folder to save your files. Now, if we click on this, what this does is allow you to create folders on your desktop where Accio is going to save your data and basically build out your projects. I'll show you guys how to set this up correctly in a second, but let's keep looking at the UI here. So below here, you have some prompts and some options that you can start working with. To the left, we have a very clean and easy to understand menu. You have the new message, which is very similar to other LLMs. Then you have agents. If we click on agents, you'll see that it's got some agents for us to start working with, but we can also create ourselves our own agents. We have the Coder Agent, E-commerce Mind, the Shopify Operator, and the Accio General Purpose Assistant. Here at the top right, you'll see the Task Generated option, and that's just going to show you what you work on with your agents, and you can search through agents when you have more because you can build agents. And this is going to be very important to our workflow today, so we're going to look at this in a second. Now let's come over to plugins. Check this out. One thing that takes you from just an everyday AI user prompting ChatGPT to somebody that's building workflows is understanding plugins and how to use them inside of tools like this. So here at the top, you can see the Accio Sourcing Expert, which is what I was saying before, that Accio is great for sourcing and looking up products and doing research. Also, the Global Seller Agent, so your AI-powered store operator on Alibaba.com. Below that, you have productivity tools, Notion, which is here, which is a tool that I use daily. You also have email. So you have Microsoft and Gmail, you have Lark and DingTalk, you have developer and data tools, which is also super important because you can improve your workflows by using packages on Hugging Face or by connecting to Versal. You have creative design, so Figma and others. Add SEMrush in here as well. Now, if you wanted to use Claude Code and OpenClaw to build an agent, you'd have to know how to connect to these things, right? So this is making it very easy for you to have a very powerful agent that has multiple capabilities and use cases. So talking about capabilities, let's come over to the menu and click on capabilities. And here you can see it gives us a drop down. We have scheduled tasks, and here you can see in the center that there are daily tasks that we can schedule, like a morning brief, a stand-up prep, inbox triage. Then you also have monitoring. So you can do competitor watch, you can find trending topics. You also have automated reports, so like weekly reviews, a code quality report, user feedback. And at the bottom, we have automations. And these are just the ones that they're giving you to start with. Here at the very top right, you can click on new task, and it'll give you the option to create a task by giving it a name, picking the agent that you want to use. And when you build your agents, they will be here as well in this dropdown. Below here, it says conversation. Now what this is if you click here, you'll see one says no context, and the other one says AI capabilities and features. So this one would be like, it's not pulling from anywhere, and the other one would actually be pulling from some sort of data or capability. Now below here, you have the prompt, which will be linked to the task. So this would be explaining what it is doing or what it's completing, basically a system prompt. And underneath this, we have the cherry on top, which is the scheduling of this task. Scheduling tasks inside of any AI tool is very powerful. But when it's running locally and it's doing what Accio Work does, something like this could completely simplify a daily task that you do every day for your business. We have the option to select the days here on the right, and it says once, repeat, and intervals. So now let's come back to the menu on the left. Let's click on connectors here. Check this out. These are all powerful connectors. For example, Instagram, you can access your profile, your media, and engagement data. You also have Higgs fields, so you can create a workflow that basically does AI avatar product videos with this tool. You have GitHub, so you can connect a GitHub repository to this or download repositories and skills and capabilities from GitHub. You have Gmail, and then Alibaba and Twitter, like we saw before, and LinkedIn, Lark, and Microsoft Clarity, which is great for analytics, session recordings, and heat map insights for websites. So you can see like exactly where they're clicking on your website. So lots of powerful tools. And if we scroll down, you'll see that they have also all these other tools down here that they will be bringing soon. But I'm sure there's ways to connect some of these other tools with MCPs to Accio Work on your own. Let's come back to the menu on the left now and click on skills. I mean, look at the library of skills that they're just handing over to you. As a solopreneur, this is so valuable because you'd have to literally go and find these workflows, find these skills and capabilities, and pull them into your tools. Here, they're giving you the simple option to just click on install and add this skill right into your agent. And if we scroll down, you'll see there are skills for research selection, product design, content, SEO and ads, store operations and setup, shipping and tariff, analytics and finance, CRM and retention, document and productivity. At the bottom, you have the agent tools. So you have your MCP setups and your skill creators. You can create your own skills. You also have a vetter for skills and a skill finder. This is taking you from somebody that's stumbling through a bunch of prompts with ChatGPT or Claude and handing you a bunch of dialed in skills that are going to change your workflows and your business. I'm sure that there will be multiple skills here that are going to help you guys right away. So now let's go over to the left and click on channels. Here you can connect your Accio agents to Telegram, to Discord, allowing you to communicate with the agents you build in here that manage your workflows while you're on the go. So now that we've checked out the channels, let's come over here to the left to pairings. And here we can manage who can interact with our bots that we're going to build via our IM channels. So like Telegram, and basically direct our agent. Or you could do something creative with this and put a paywall in front of your agent and start selling access to that agent through Telegram and manage that agent directly through here and on your desktop. So now we're back here in the main chat, and what we want to do is connect a folder to this because it's going to save all the information that we build out here into this folder. So let's click here on work in folder, and you're going to create a new folder. I already have one here that's called Accio Test. I'm going to select that. I'm going to click select folder. As you can see down here, now the folder is showing up. And the first thing we want to do is launch our Shopify store. So let's use this pre-built prompt down here. It says, I want to launch a Shopify store for ugly, cute plushies. And let's see what we get. Let's hit enter. So here we can see that the operator is working, and we can see all the tasks that are currently pending. And to the right, we can see a checklist of the tasks as well. Below that, we can see the response. It says, I'm on it, ugly, cute plushies like blobfish, weird monsters, or awkward animals. And here is the game plan. It says stage 1, Amazon market research. Find top selling ugly cute plushies to see what's trending. Stage 1B, supplier matching. Find the best manufacturers on Alibaba for those winners. Stage 2 and 3, Shopify build. List products and decorate your store with a professional theme. It's pointing out the task list on the right, and it says clarification. Do you have any specific sub themes in mind, e.g. sea creatures, cryptids, or generally weird? I'll start with a broad search of the best sellers unless you have a preference. And below here, it's giving us some control over the actions the agent is taking. What I would suggest to do is allow these manually first to go through the workflow a couple times, make sure that it works correctly, and then do always allow. It says agent wants to run the command, search for weird plushies on Amazon. I'm going to click allow. It's telling me that the search was a bit too broad. So it's going to drill down into some classic ugly, cute icons that are guaranteed crowd pleasers. So it's got some options here. I'm going to click allow again. And on the right, we can see that it's also updating the tasks. Any files or artifacts that it builds will be saved in your folder, and also you'll be able to find them here on the right as well. And if you need to search for the files that it builds out, you have these options down here that allow you to filter by type, to refresh, to switch to a grid view, and you can see the current project folder here as well. I'm going to allow this again, and now it's doing a search for capybara plushies. So let's see what it comes up with. Here it says the Amazon bestseller list is giving us some absolute ugly cute gold. We've got Labubu monsters, very trendy, emotional support nuggets, crochet pickles, and the classic Bob seal. I'm now going to run these specific winners through Jungle Scout to confirm their revenue and get the ASINs we need for supplier matching. So as you can see, it's taking steps and asking questions, so it's making the process easy for you. I click allow again. And like I said before, once you know this is working, just switch to always allow and let it run through the workflow. As you can see on the right, it's finished with stage 1, and it says, I've completed the Amazon market research phase. We found some high demand winners that fit the ugly cute theme perfectly, from viral emotional support pickles generating over 45K a month to the trendy alphabet lore and Labubu style monsters. So here we can see the breakdown of that information, the monthly revenue, the category, the price, the product name, and the parent ASIN. So if we click on the parent ASIN, it takes you over to the product so you can see exactly the listing and the products that it's referencing. Now it's asking me if it should proceed with finding suppliers on Alibaba for these products. Once you approve, I'll calculate potential margins and shipping estimates for each one. I'm going to say yes, please proceed. And we can see here that it says that it successfully matched our Amazon winners with high quality suppliers on Alibaba without us doing any work. All right, so now it's responded with, I've completed the supplier research and the margins are looking fantastic. Now it's time to get your store live. To start stage 2, bulk product listing, I need you to connect your Shopify store. If you don't have a store yet, please head over to shopify.com free trial to open up a free trial. So it's literally facilitating that whole process for you and making it easy for you to start your store. Once your store is ready, I'll need 3 things to begin the automated listing process: store domain, client ID, and client secret. How to get your API credentials. Shows you exactly how to get these credentials from Shopify right here in these 4 points. And it says, please paste your store domain, client ID, and secret key here. Whenever you're ready, I'll handle the token exchange and start drafting your product descriptions immediately. So I'm going to go over to Shopify, follow these instructions, and pass that over to the agent, and we'll see the next step. I followed those easy instructions in Shopify, and now the agent is updating my store. So currently there was nothing in there. It's like starting from scratch. So this is how easy it would be for you guys to do this same step-by-step process. If we look at the actions it's taking, we can see that it's writing the product descriptions. It's also uploading the products right to the store. Looks like it's done. It says, success, your ugly cute catalog is now live on Shopify. I've successfully uploaded the first 5 winning products to your store. Each product includes an SEO optimized title, a structured HTML description with benefits, lists, and specs table, and a competitive pricing with compare at discounts. There's things here the agent is doing that beginners wouldn't think of. For example, the compare at discounts for the competitive pricing, and then also SEO optimized titles and structured HTML descriptions is something you're gonna have to learn how to do. This is gonna take care of that for you. So down here, we have another detail of the products and the price and the status of the listing. If we click on view product, it'll actually take us over to the product on our store. Here it is. So we've got the image of the product. On the right, we've got the title, we've got the price, we've got the SEO here. So it says, the only pickle that will never let you down, meet the emotional support pickle, the quirky, crunchy looking companion you didn't even know you needed. It's got the breakdown of the product here. So emotional anchor, handmade charm, perfect gift, versatile decor. So these are all SEO optimized words that are going to help your product rank better. Now, if we go down, you'll see that it's already working on the other products here in the store. So it's also given us stage 3, which is the store decoration, and starting on that now. It says now moving to stage 3, store decoration. We're going for a vibrant weirdness aesthetic, high contrast colors, playful fonts, and a touch of edgy personality to match the products. It's got the steps down here, and then here it's giving us some visuals. So the next thing that Accio Agent can do that's very important for you is your marketing. See, it's okay to come up with ideas, but no matter if it's an app, a product, or a brand, you still need to market that. It's giving us this really cool banner here. I like this banner. It says, embrace the weird. It's got the ugly plushies here at the top to help us catch the eye, and it's got great copy here. The world's most adorable misfits. I'm gonna allow that and let the agent continue to work. Here on the right, we can now see the artifacts populating this project folder. This is all going to be available on your desktop. So if you ever need to look at any of the product research you did, you will be able to find it in your folder. And now all your research that you're doing here is going to be available on your desktop inside of that project folder. All right, so now it wants to do some work with the browser. The agent is asking me to take control of my browser. So this is what makes this autonomous and allows it to go out and take actions for you. What we want to do is connect this. So let's come here to Connect Guide. And here it's going to show us how we can get Accio to work with our browser. So just like that, as you can see here, it says connected. I have Accio now working with this Chrome browser. So if it needs to take actions with the browser, it can do that on its own. Go back to the chat. So here we can see that it's finished decorating the storefront. Now let's go over to stage 4 and start working on social media marketing. Now here with stage 4, it says, I'm ready to launch the ugly cute shop on social media. Before I can post your first Stay Weird updates on Twitter, X, and Instagram, I need your authorization to access these accounts. Please authorize the following platforms. So you can authorize Twitter and you can authorize Instagram. So down here, we can see the content preview of what it would be posting on Twitter, for example. It's got the caption here. It's got the post. It says, life is too short for boring toys. Embrace the weird with the ugly cute shop. From emotional support pickles to chubby blob seals, we've got the misfits you love. And it's got the link to the store as well. And down here, you can see that it's got an Instagram carousel set up for us. So it says slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, and the caption, a CTA for the link to the store, the hashtags, and a little plug here for Accio B2B and the Accio Work model. So once you've authorized those accounts, tell it to publish, and it'll start posting on your Instagram and on your Twitter right away. Now we're in stage 5, and it says mission accomplished. Your ugly cute shop is now fully built, stocked, and set up for automated growth. Here's a summary of what we've achieved together. The test store, so it's got the link for that. It's got the theme, it's got the inventory, the collections, and stage 5 here is automation and optimization active. So I've configured the following recurring tasks to keep your store competitive while you sleep. So let's check this out. This is awesome. So you've got this daily competitor monitor automatically suggested here, and it's going to schedule daily at 9. scans of Amazon and Etsy for new trends, and it's going to log that to your project folder. The daily sales digest at 10 a.m. daily, it's going to report sessions, AOV, and top products. You're going to be able to go to your folder and find it here in project/metrics log.md. The weekly strategy digest, Mondays, it's going to synthesize all that data into a one-page growth plan in your folder. So here's where you can see how this works like a team, right? So this daily competitor monitoring, the daily sales digest, and the weekly strategy digest are all things that people would do on your team for you. Down here, it has a final checklist for us. So it says password, check your Shopify admin online store preferences, payments, ensure you've finished setting up your Shopify payments in PayPal. On logs, you can check the project folder at any time to see the automated competitor and sales logs I'll be generating. Your ugly cute empire is officially launched. What would you like to do next? I can help you find more products, refine your branding, or even start drafting your first email newsletter. As you can see, the agent has literally set up our store, found our products, started to do marketing on Instagram and Twitter, and stage 5, now it's doing daily monitoring and optimization on the store. I hope this video was helpful, and remember that the links to Accio Work are down in the description and the pinned comments. Go get those free credits and start using it today for free. Don't forget that if you're creating content on Instagram, I have a free tool that's going to automate your comments and DMs. It's an alternative that I designed so I don't have to pay those expensive ManyChat fees anymore, and I'm looking for people to try it out. So if you want to send free automated comments and DMs on Instagram, I'll personally show you how to set it up and get your first content funnel running to get leads while you sleep. If that sounds like something you need, the link is also down in the description. Sign up and let me know what you think. Now, if you're interested in taking your AI generated content to the next level and making sure your hooks, scripts, and copy sound authentic and human, watch the video showing up on the screen right here. Make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next AI tool workflow, and I'll catch you all in the next video.